So today we have a camera finally. I'm very nervous for this. It's definitely a test stream because I will be like testing how long the battery lasts. It being a test stream, you bet there's gonna be problems. You bet there's gonna be problems. It's not a cube stream without problems. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. This is great. This is great because I hate looking at myself, and now I get to do it way more often. So I can do this now. Oh, by the way, look at this. My glasses are actually tied by a piece of string. That's how poor we are. Let's freaking go. So, I'm gonna start by giving some advices that I think are important, and also saying that I'm not at all an expert on this, right? I'm really bad at makeup. I just know how to do one look that I kind of like. So, the very basics. I use 3 colors, and that's literally about it. This is like highlights, right? This is blush. This is one's see-through. That's good. And this one is the contour, right? When you see makeup and you go to the store, usually they have testers. You put the tester on your hand, right? And you try to check for if it's your skin color tone, because sometimes your skin can be more saturated or more pale, like mine. And if it's too saturated, it can feel like clown makeup, like it's kind of out of place, right? You'll definitely be able to tell. It kind of blends in with the skin. It's almost like a color that you could produce yourself, you know? So that's the ones you want to go for. I only have the contour, highlight, and blush, but that's pretty much all you need for most makeups. All I'm missing is lipstick and eyeshadow, I'm pretty sure. I don't really use those, but I mean, those are pretty simple to use, to be fair. I'm gonna start by doing this, which I really hate to see my forehead, but whatever, we make do. You need to like have a clear workspace, right? Before you put any makeup on, you wanna put some like moisturizer or sunscreen. You don't need like a lot of stuff. You don't need like a full routine like many people do. Like literally sunscreen, because it's good for your skin. It moisturizes you and it like makes the makeup stick, right? So it doesn't leave as quickly. What you would want to do, right? At least what I do. You're working with layers. Some stuff is going to be above other stuff. I have concealer. Yes, concealer. And it's very basic to put concealer on. It's super simple. All it does is really like get rid of these like eye bags. I think that's what they call it. And all you need to do is just get a little bit, right? It comes like this. And just like poke at your own eye twice, right? See this? That's more than enough to cover it, and you'll see in a second. Also, makeup can come in a lot of shapes and forms, like people, which is beautiful. And basically, they can be more liquid or more like slimy kind of thing. And usually concealer is slightly dense, so you want to let it dry, right? Because it's more of a paste, so you want to let it dry on your face. So usually this is the first step. I just like let it dry, do something else, go brush my teeth, whatever. So I put the concealer on. That's the first step because it's going to be the base of everything. I'm going to put stuff over it, right? I don't really use a foundation because I don't feel like it's necessary. I kind of like seeing imperfections in people's faces. I think it's pretty, you know? No one's like smooth or anything. Most of the times when you do see smooth people, it's just filters and a lot of makeup. So anyways, we got this. It's been around a minute, I think, already. So what I'm gonna do, in makeup, we don't really like spread stuff, right? Also, you don't need a brush most of the times, but we get there. All I'm gonna do is just tap, right? And tap in the direction of the eye bags. So, kind of like this, if I can see properly what I'm doing. Yeah. Okay, it's not spread enough, so you can really see the direction that it's going, right? And you don't want to spread it too much, because then it just loses its effect. It blends in too much with the skin. It's okay if it's like a little bright. I'm gonna put blush over it, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, see? It's really like, you can barely see it. We want to work like on the base first. So next step would be the blush, because it goes on a ton of places, usually underneath other stuff. So when you work with powder, which is the case here, see, like this lasts for a lifetime. I've been using this for a while and it's still this full, so you know. This time I use a sponge because it's just easier, but you can use your fingers, you don't need to spend money on it. I just, like, they were like €1, so I was like, why the frick not? You just scrub it a little bit, and like you can see, please focus, yeah, okay. You can see there's like a bunch of product here, yes. You don't want to put this directly in your face, because this is gonna look super strong, okay? I'm gonna give you an example. It's gonna look bad, but keep it in mind that I'm doing it on purpose. If I put this on right away, right, on my face, and you always tap, you can see how strong it is, right? In comparison, if I like rub it in my hand to get rid of the excess, right? And then put it on the other side, it's way more subtle, see? I mean, you can blend this out, it's just a lot of work. So usually you just get some powder, put a bunch of stuff in there, you put it on your hand to get rid of the excess, and then just put it on. I was doing this side. When you're putting blush on, usually you follow this line from up here to the nose, right? It's the same as freckles. Freckles go like this, right? That's what you do with blush. That's what I do with blush. Again, this is all my experience, and I am not experienced at all, so keep that in mind. It is very subtle, but it's cool. That way hands were pink in older puss. Yes, probably. Sometimes I forget to wash my hands and they just look like this. Looks like a bruise. Okay, this is basically what we do with everything. Like with all the dusts you use, you want to put it in your hand. You can also just put it on top of each other because it gives it more color, I guess. Because we'll be working with basically black and white from now on. Next step that I'm going to do is use this, which is a spray of like... Translations are hard, but it makes your makeup last, basically. There's powder. I use spray because it was cheaper and I like it more. And all I do, I gotta get the hair out of the way, is just I cover the places that are unaffected because I don't want to have this on my face, right? And I just go like, right. I'm all drugged up. And that will also help keep the base while we're working above it, you know? I just gotta dry a little bit because, you know, setting spray, that's it, thank you. Just let it dry a little bit. You don't wanna really put makeup on top of wet stuff. And then, I have a little brush for this one, just because it's easier. You don't need to use it again. You can use your hands all the time. I just like to use the brush because this one is gonna be a little bit more detailed. And I'm gonna take the highlight. The order doesn't matter because they don't really overlap. But I'm going to take the highlight and just put it, try to make a straight line on my nose, right? So let's see, here. Okay. The shape you make this is going to define the shape of your nose. If I make an S, your nose is going to look broken. And then a little bit at the corner, like this. Make it look shiny, greasy, oily, and disgusting. Look good? Good. I'm just gonna clean it on my hand. My hand is trash. I treat it like garbage because, you know. Oh, I forgot to do something, actually. I mean, you don't need to, but you can put a bit more blush. I'm gonna get rid of it and just put it on the bottom of your nose. This is really popular for most people who use blush at all. You can also put it on like warm areas, like your chin. That's kind of what you see around. I don't like putting things below my nose because I like just having to worry about this, you know? Because if this itches, I'm in a bad spot. But if this itches, I'm fine, you know? And I don't gotta worry about it. We're gonna take the same brush. Also, always wash your brushes and sponges at the end. You literally just gotta rinse them in water and leave them to dry. But what if you wanna grow bacteria? You shouldn't. That might be illegal, I don't know, bioweapon, but I'm gonna put it in my hand. Look at this. This is really dark, okay? It's mostly because I couldn't really find a tone that fit me. This is the only thing I could find, right? And I just gotta, when that happens, you just gotta like let a lot of it out, okay? You can barely see it, but if I put it on my nose, you can see a line there, right? And you can barely see it on my hand because I already spread it so much. I'm just gonna use the contour as like a basic shape. What I do is just delimit the nose. You see there's a straight line there. I actually made a straight line and not in this, which is usually the case. And then I go around the this little line of the nose, right? Okay, so after you... Oh, that's way too much. Now this is the issue. That's why I gotta be paying attention. And do this close to the mirror. The mirror's like over there. And then you want to make like a small line kind of thing. You see this? I think you can. Like, just make a line. It's easier this way. You can complicate later. It's always fun to experiment. That's how you get stuff done. That's how I got this look anyways. See the line? Nothing's blended now, I know. Then I'm just gonna blend from like, get the line to below the nose, you know? Don't touch the top. I can't with the gay jokes, I'm sorry. But don't touch the top, okay? They don't like being touched. I really make like a little triangle slash pentagon slash whatever shape to make like a circle here, see? And then just blend it all out. Usually this one in the middle, I just do it with the finger because it's easier, you know? There we go. Barely noticeable. You can also do this with your fingers, by the way, if you do this. Don't need a brush. It's just easier to make the lines. So we got this right now. And that's basically the highlight, blush, and contour done. If you want, like, there's a bunch of like feminizing face kind of thing, right? And usually if you want to do that, you can use this. There's tricks you can like try to give a new shape to the skull, right? One real easy thing you can do. I'm just gonna use my finger for this because my brush is kind of dark right now. See, I took a little bit of highlight and you can put it, I'm just gonna do this in one of them for comparison. You can put it below. Because usually the thing that easily distinguishes male from female skulls, right, is the depth of your brow line. And by putting some highlight here, you're taking away some shadow, thus giving the illusion it's further back, right? It's more like uniform. I wouldn't worry too much about it though. I do it sometimes, I rarely do it though. I can use hammers to reshape my skull, that's true. This is less painful though. And if you're into that, go for it, as long as you're happy. Anyways, this is the base. You could go like this, and it's already pretty cool. It's like really hard to tell. You don't have any makeup on, right? I'm gonna set all of this base because I don't want it to leave. Usually what you have to worry about more about leaving is just the eyeliner, because that's the thing that can go like mess up your whole thing. If I was doing this like on a... I did this just this morning and I had to take it out to take a shower and then come to the stream. But it takes like 15 minutes. It's really not a lot. And then we come to the next step. Very common. This is more like the e-girl look, right? You do like some white in your eyes in order to make them look bigger, right? I don't have a white eyeliner. I just have a very bright skin color. And what you do is just like make a small little arrow. I'm gonna do another one here. Now you have two choices. You can leave it like this, right? And again, this is its own makeup look. You look like really angel-like, like this, okay? You can leave it like this, or you can blend it. I'm just gonna press it a little bit in order to give it more like of a blend. The only thing that's left now is the eyeliner. That's literally all of it, okay? I got this one. There's tons of eyeliners. Be careful. First time I got an eyeliner, I didn't get a pen one. This is a pen one, right? Yeah, this is a pen one. You just draw it in. I got a dip-in eyeliner, which is basically like, you know those old feathers you used to use to write with? It's basically one of those, and it's really hard to use. So unless you're already kind of experienced, you'll probably just want to get a pen. This is really cheap. I literally just got another one today because this one was starting to fail. It's like €5 in a supermarket, which is also a very good advice. If you're in Europe, I cannot testify for America, but I'm guessing it's the same because you're civilized somewhat. No offense. Usually supermarket makeup is just as safe as normal one. It's literally just like branding and expensive, you know? Sure, it can last a little bit longer, but I mean, in my opinion, especially for experimenting, just go for the cheap first. It's cheap stuff first, and once you know what you're doing, maybe you start exploring what other products there might be. You gotta be careful here, because this can kind of ruin your makeup look, okay? You can clean it if you miss. It's just hard, okay? But we'll get there. What I like to do is just make this pattern. I don't know if you'd like to copy it, but yeah. So I just go down, and then I go to the middle of the eye, like right here, and I just connect them. If you mess up, usually that's fine. I'm literally just drawing stuff in. Okay, see how it's all messed up, right? I don't know if you can see, I messed up there. It's kind of like shaky down here. It's supposed to be a straight line. But there's an easy thing you can do to fix this, okay? So, I went to get some micellar water. This is like, not sponsored. Please give me money, I really need it. This is basically what you use to remove makeup. You can use wipes. I also have wipes here. This is just my favorite. I really like, you just put this in a bit of, in a cotton swab or a cotton pad. Just like scrub it and it all comes off. Usually it's good when you take off your makeup, at the end just clean your face with soap, just to make sure you're not clogging up anything. I'm gonna take a little swab. This even has the swab shape in it. Look, see, it's a little hole. Pee-pee-sized hole for some of us. You turn it around, this comes out on its own. You don't need to squirt it. See, now it's wet. What I'm gonna do is just go over the areas that I don't like and get rid of it. Like literally just like an eraser. See, it's gone. The bad thing about this is you have to be really careful not to get rid of your basic stuff, right? Because it gets rid of all your makeup. So don't put it on the blush or you'll get rid of it. So there we go. It's kind of okay-ish. Usually I make this a bit better looking, right? But today I'm kind of looking at 3 screens at the same time, so give me a break. So we have one side. This is like angel side with the white stuff. And this is like, oh God. This is something else style. I have no idea. Oh, usually when you're working like this on makeup, you put like a hairband here, but you know, sometimes I'm lazy and I never use one. That's it. See? Really simple. Now, I've made basically 2 lines, right, that go like this. You can make them go higher if you want like more of a happy look. I like to put them lower, give it a bit more like sad eyes. I don't know, I just like it. And then you want to make the line here closer to the corner of the eye, thinner, and get it slightly thicker as it goes out. Something that's really common with this look is to put the white eyeliner on the parts of the eye that are inside the eyeliner, see? So like in here. This is kind of a trick to make your eyes look kind of bigger, I suppose. But yeah, this is the look I usually go for, right? Like this. So when you finish, you want to make sure this doesn't come off just by you touching it. So a little bit more of the drug spray, POS not included. And it should hold on for a good while. I mean, it lasted today for 8 hours while I was at uni. And it should last for more, because I had to take it off, you know? That's about it. Rate my look. So, very important notes. People, we all have different eyes, okay? Eyeliner is popular in certain ways. But for example, my eyes are not very common. I mean, I wouldn't say common, but the beauty standard, right? Because I have hooded eyes. It's when your eyes, like you can't see my eyelid, right? Or you could see here, and you can see it if I go up, right? You can see my lid, but it just disappears as I go down. This is a hooded eye. It can be more or less defined. It's also common in older people because your skin kind of starts to, I don't want to say fall off, but you get what I mean. So if this happens, notice that I haven't done anything to the top of my eye. It's actually kind of a blessing, I think, because then I don't have to work on it, you know? No one's going to notice anyways, especially not myself. And if you're trying to do makeup looks, you need to be really careful because there's a lot of makeup looks to it. Take the eyeliner, on the eyelid, I can't do those. So this is what I like to do, what I find that works for me. I do change styles every now and again, but usually this is what I go for, you know? Also, that's one of the reasons why I put the makeup kind of downward a bit. It's to make the hooded eyes work, because I can't put it upwards. I have nothing up there, you know? I have no eyelids. It just goes inside my head. And you usually can't change your eye shape, okay? You can't change your eye shape. You can't change your face shape. It's bones. Most of your face is bones. So try to work with what you have, and remember that all faces are pretty in their own way. You just gotta find what works for you, you know? And I think it's really cool that we don't all look the same, especially with all the like face imperfections people have. That just makes them prettier, you know? I used to be really self-conscious about my birthmarks all over my face. I have so many of them, and I'm really okay with them now. I think they look pretty cool. That's one of the reasons I don't use foundation, you know? I don't want to cover them. Now, there's some variations I can do to this, okay? This is what I started by doing. The first time I made makeup, and I did a post about it, this is what I did. Usually you can make fake lashes, and it looks pretty cool, right? So I'm just gonna do it in one of them probably, because, again, I can barely see. What you do, or what I do, is just make a little fake lash, like that, right? Usually you wanna make it pointy. Don't stretch the skin like I was doing, because then it'll look wrong when you unstretch it. And then I'll just do like some lashes beneath, right? It's usually better if you point them towards your eye, okay? Towards your pupil. Otherwise it kind of looks weird. But yeah, some fake lashes. You gotta remember, this all looks very scuffed because I can barely see what I'm doing, but it looks cool. Now, I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I really don't like my looks some days. There's some days I do. I mean, the whole reason why I post photos of myself is to try to normalize how I look to myself, you know, to make myself feel better. And even using the camera here is a real good excuse to do that, you know, get used to my look. Because we're just so used to seeing this perfect picture, and we start seeing that as the norm, right? But beauty really is what you make it. I'm getting real poetic here, I know. This is a really corny stream, I'm sorry. But it's true, you know? I do believe that if you don't like how you look, you just gotta look at yourself more. Because it's all about, you know, getting used to your type of beauty. Because beauty's everywhere, you know what I mean? Usually when you scrub, you want to take stuff out, right? That's how you take excess, you scrub. If you want to put stuff on your waterline, pull your eye down and work on it this way. Don't try to go inside, because it's usually facing inwards, right? You gotta make it face forward and then work on it. This, the mascara, right? I don't use it because my eyelashes are already kind of long, which is common in men. So we got that going for us, you know? Be mindful when you use them. You can also use fake lashes. Maybe we'll go over that another day, because I also have stuff to explore. With every makeup, you don't want to overdo it, okay? Being subtle is kind of key, even if it's obvious that you have makeup on. To recap everything, just keep in mind, when choosing colors to put on your skin, make sure they match. Put them on your hand with a tester. Never test makeup on your face. Never. That stuff is dirty. Especially the testers on shops. They're gross, okay? Even if they have a mirror on, they've been in so many people's everythings. Don't put them on your face, okay? That's like a health hazard kind of thing. Make sure you test it. Make sure it matches your skin tone. Also, always just try stuff, you know? Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. That's just all part of the experience. It makes it better. It's like a little gamble, and we love gambling. When you're doing stuff, remember to use setting powder or setting spray, okay? That's how you make sure it doesn't leave throughout the day. I didn't put any setting spray on this eyeliner, right? I'm gonna ruin it on purpose, especially on this side because it's already terrible. If I just push it down, look, see? It's a big difference. I'm gonna put the spray on the other side to try to prove a point. Hopefully I don't get proven wrong, you know? I think it's settled enough, right? I did this with strength. I'm gonna be fully transparent with you, okay? I'm gonna do it with exactly the same strength. Yeah. See how it barely moves? I'm gonna be like really rough with it. Look. I need it to be that rough to make this happen, okay? While this just happened with like this kind of strength. See? That's how much I'm doing. Don't overdo it though. Remember that your skin is like its own freaking living organism. You need to take care of it, okay? Be careful with it. Don't use your nails while doing stuff. Always like take good care of yourself, okay? It's expensive to every part of life, but especially when using makeup, like pat yourself. No need to go like really strongly, you know? Yeah, that's about it. Just experiment stuff. It's usually pretty cool. Oh, also, let me show you the full fit if I can. This is my house fit. I just have, oh, I can barely. Okay, this is gonna go very wrong probably. You ready? Oh. There you go. I mean, I think you can guess. But yeah. Wow. Don't look at my toes. They are. Yeah.